All right, guys, January the 11th. Rut is still in full swing over here in Quincy. I've gotten a couple small bucks on camera. Nothing that I would consider a shooter, but whenever they show up, they're always chasing does. They're not stopping and eating on camera or nothing like that. So I'm gonna come and sit. I haven't sat since, gosh, probably last Saturday when I shot that big 8. And I also am currently on call for work, so there's always the possibility that my phone's gonna ring and I'm gonna have to go out and go to a job. We'll see. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm crossing my fingers that this phone stays silent and that I get to have a full sit. It's about, what time is it? 3:33 right now, and last shooting light, I haven't looked, but it's gonna be around like 6:20ish. So got a little under 3 hours of a sit ahead of us. My feeder goes off at 5, and I don't usually have anything on camera before the feeder goes off. Sometimes, but not usually. But that doesn't mean they're not out here. It's a lot of property, a lot of field, so they can always be out there and just not on camera. That buck that I shot last Saturday, I possibly had him on camera the day before, but I'm not 100% sure it was him because it was one photo. He was like moving fast across camera, and it was foggy. His morning photo, and so I have no idea. And then next thing I know, here he comes walking out, and if you guys watched the last episode, then you know what happened. So hoping something like that happens again. Honestly, I'm so close to my goal. My goal ever since I started hunting was I want to kill 5 bucks in one season. And I've gotten close a couple times. I've gotten to 4 a couple times. But in the past, those 4 that I've killed they haven't always been like good bucks. They've been, I've killed some little, like some young bucks some seasons. I've only been hunting 5 years. So when I first started hunting, if it was legal, I was shooting it basically. This year I've had a little more restraint. I did shoot 1 basket 8-point, but other than that, the rest have been solid bucks. And that 8-point that I shot last weekend was great. Second biggest buck I've ever shot. So my goal is 5 good bucks, and I'm at 4. So my only shot really is gonna be this property. Season doesn't end till mid-February, so we got over a month. Rut is happening, and it's cold. All the conditions are lining up for me to get this last buck so I can accomplish my goal. So we're just gonna see what happens. Like I said, I'm on call for work, so I almost didn't even come because my work phone rings. I gotta go, and it's a long drive here. It's a 40-minute drive, so fingers crossed this phone stays silent and maybe a shooter walks out and I can finish my season off with a bang. Get it? Bang, because gun. Anyway, let's get in the stand. Man, this field looks a lot different now that they've cut everything down. They collected all the cotton. There's still some on the ground, but all the stalks have been cut down now. It's crazy. But it's way easier to get out there to my stand. I can just walk straight through. Meh. Oh my gosh, guys. I just killed a giant. I just killed a giant. He's got to be dead. He reacted twice. I shot him twice. Sitting here looking in front of me, and there's a bunch of does. And then I looked over there and I saw something way off in the distance. I'm like, it looks like a buck. And I got my gun and I freehanded and looked over there, and I saw the rack. Oh, I saw the rack. It was huge. And then he went in the woods, and I was like, crap. So I had to reposition my seat because this is to my left. I'm usually aimed out in front of me. I had to reposition my seat, reposition my tripod, reposition my camera. I had a doe looking at me the whole time over here. A doe was looking at me the whole time. And I was able to get repositioned, and then I'm just sitting here and waiting. I'm just like, come on, dude. Come on, just turn for me. Just go broadside. And he was kind of quartered towards me a little bit, but it was as broadside as he was going to get with me running out of time. And I think I made 2 good shots. I think he's dead. I think he's dead. I'm pretty sure I heard a crash. It's pretty far away, so I don't know for sure, but I'm going to watch back the video footage and see how he reacts. But I'm pretty sure he's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Oh, please. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you. Oh, if he's dead, then that's 5. If he's dead, that's 5. I'm tagged out if he's dead. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this, guys. I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna watch the footage. I gotta watch the footage and see what's going on here. All right, guys. I was looking for blood. It took me a while. That was a far shot. And then I could smell him. I was sitting here and I could smell him. Oh, look at this buck. Look at that buck, dude. Oh, he is heavy horn. All right, come on, buddy. Come on. Get your head out from behind the sticks. Wow. I don't know what to say. Holy crap. Look how wide his bases are. What a freaking buck. Holy crap. Oh, thank you, God. What a beautiful sunset and a beautiful buck. Can't ask for nothing more than that. All right, guys, I'm going to get him out of here. I'll see you after I get him loaded up. Guys, I don't even know what to say. That was one of the most intense hunts of my life. I saw him about 350 yards out to my left, and he was behind some brush, and so I got my rifle off of the tripod and just free-handed it and looked, and I saw his rack, and I was like, yeah, that's a mature buck. And but he's way too far. So I'm watching him, and he took a couple more steps and he turned broadside, but again, that's too far for a shot. I don't trust myself. That's a long shot. And he went into the woods. And at this point, I didn't have the camera on him or nothing. I had my camera set up straight ahead at the feeder because that's typically where the deer are. And so I had to slowly slide my chair. I got my tripod set up to go out the side window, but I didn't have the camera set up because the does at the feeder, they heard me slide my chair and they were watching me the whole time. And I was worried they were gonna blow. And they just kept watching and watching. And at this point, the buck wasn't even back out there yet. But I was thinking, you know, he's gonna come back out. And so some does came out to the left of me out there. And next thing I know, he was back out there. And
Finally, the does in front of me went back to eating, and I quickly unscrewed my camera mount and mounted it for the side window, got it zoomed in on him. And you can tell, guys, I had that camera zoomed into the max, and it didn't like put him full screen because he was so far out there. And I zoomed in, and it felt like, I don't even know how long it was, 10 minutes of him just facing me, eating, kind of trailing on a doe. And I was like, man, come on, just go broadside for me. And then finally he turned. I don't think he was even full broadside, honestly. He was kind of quartered to me, and I was like, that's it, this is the shot. So I shot him, and he reacted, but he kind of ran off behind some bushes. And so I'm watching him, and he's not acting like he got shot. And he turned and started walking back across from left to right, back towards the woods. And I was like, well, what the heck? Did I miss? And so I stopped him again, and I shot him again. And again, he reacted. You know, he bunched up, he kicked and ran into the woods. And I thought I heard a crash, but I mean, that was a 200-yard shot. That was a long shot. And so I thought I heard him crash, but I'm not sure. So I waited about 10 minutes, got down, and started looking for blood. But, you know, field this size, good luck finding where you shot him at. So I just kind of walked back and forth. I'm not finding anything. So I'm like, you know what? This road right here comes along the side of the field. I was like, he ran across this road to go in the woods. So I'm just going to walk this road, and I'm going to try to find some blood on the road. And then I did. Right back here, found a couple drops of blood on the leaves. And as soon as I found the blood, I smelled him. And the smell, how strong it was, I knew he's dead right there. So I step into the woods, and he's right there. I mean, 10 yards in the woods. Gosh, he's such a big buck. His bases are so thick. It's insane. He is such a heavy horn buck. Kind of honestly looks like the buck I shot here last week. He might be a little smaller, but his bases are bigger. And I think his G1s are bigger too. But regardless, this is a big, mature buck, and it's my 5th buck of the season. So I have officially reached my goal to kill 5 bucks. I'm stammering over my words because I'm so excited still. But I enter every season with the goal of 5 good bucks. And I accomplished that. This is the first year that I killed 5 bucks that I'm proud of. In past seasons, I've, shot little 4 points and stuff, but I didn't start hunting until 5 years ago. So, I was getting a feel for hunting. I was enjoying it. It wasn't about the size of the buck that mattered. It was just about the opportunity to hunt. But as I've come along year by year, I have a friend at FWC, Tony Young. Some of you guys might have watched his stuff. And he set his own goal of killing only mature bucks. And so when he set that goal, it kind of rubbed off on me. And I said, you know what? I want to do that too. I want to kill mature bucks. And that's exactly what I did. And that's exactly what I accomplished. 5 of them. What a season, guys. What a freaking season. I don't even know what else to say. I mean, look at this. That's it. My 2024 hunting season has come to an end. There's no more deer for me to take. And it's kind of a bittersweet moment, honestly. The hunting season here, rut's in full effect, and there's over a month left, and I can't hunt anymore. So it's definitely bittersweet. I'm gonna miss this. I sitting in the stand and just your thoughts, you and God, frankly, and it's almost therapeutic for me to sit in the stand and for it to come to a close for the season. It's definitely bittersweet. But with that being said, my focus is now turning to helping Dad get on his first buck ever. I told him to come tonight with me. He could have shot this buck. He's kicking himself right now, I bet. But my focus is going to turn to getting him out here, because I'm sure there's so many hot does out here. There's going to be another good buck that shows up. Getting him his first buck. And in terms of this guy, I got to get him loaded up, get to the processor, and get him taken care of. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, I love hunting. I absolutely love hunting. I love it more than anything in the world, honestly. Nothing beats this. Nothing. But I'm going to go ahead and get them loaded up. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching these episodes. It means a lot. And hopefully I'll be bringing you an episode in the near future of Dad shooting his first buck. Fingers crossed. And that'll be really exciting to experience that with my dad. Wow.